Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. Okay, time for a league-wide tangent. Let's look at the divisions. I want you to hand out a bronze, silver, and gold medal for what you think of the top 3 divisions.
Okay, let's start with the AFC South because it's extremely competitive. I'm not sure who the best team is. I suspect Indianapolis, but everyone is within striking distance, and everyone you can make a case could win that division. Then I think we go for the silver, the NFC North. At one point this season, every one of their teams was above 500. Chicago's fallen off the pace a little bit. Detroit has as well. But Minnesota, Green Bay, that's going to be a heck of a fight to the finish. And finally, the best division to me, the NFC West. Okay, who's going to win it? Right now, it looks like San Francisco. They're still undefeated, of course, and they're playing great defense. Seattle, very much in the fight. And, of course, the L.A. Rams seem to be getting their groove back. And guess what? Arizona, they're not as miserable as we thought.
Yeah, they're 3-4. The AFC South, though, that's the interesting one because you're right. Nobody is below 500, but nobody has more than 5 wins. They are all, as you said, stacked right there together. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I'm going back to you.
They run for it with Carson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Mike! 20! 54! Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Johnson. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Lady! Coming. Hey, 5-0!
From the gun, here's Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable for Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Prater's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Stafford. And this is caught by Curse. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Set. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very